The first day of training camp is officially in the books, and we have a lot to discuss. Yo, what's up, guys? It's King Sean here, back with another video. In today's video, I will be recapping the first day of training camp for the Washington Commanders. We will be talking about the positives and negatives of today, and yeah, we're just going to be recapping the entire day. But before we do, if you guys are new to my channel, leave a like down below, subscribe, turn on notifications. I'm on the road to 4K subs. If you could, hit that sub button. I'd really appreciate it. And with that out of the way, let's get straight into the video. Alright, so I would like to reiterate that no practice clips in this video actually belong to me. Shout out to guys like John Kime, Nikki Jabala, JP Finlay, all the media people out there that posted these clips. No clips, practice clips belong to me. I will be at one of the training camps, I think in August. So it's going to be fun, and I will be making sure I get clips from there myself. But we got a lot of positive news out of training camp today, day one. First things first, Johnny Newton, he was activated off the NFI list after passing his physical, which is super good. He was placed on the list last week, and I didn't expect him to get activated this early. I thought it would take him maybe like a week or two to get activated, but he got activated on the first day of training camp, which is super impressive. And I have some clips in here of him at practice, which is really good. So it's nice to see him working. They're obviously just ramping him up because he didn't take part in any OTA or mini camp practices. So he's going to take part in individual drills, but not team drills. I'm pretty sure that's what Adam Peters and Dan Quinn said in the press conferences. So yeah, they're just going to ramp him up, but it's really good to see him back. You know, him, John Allen, Deron Payne, that is a nasty defensive tackle trio. And then we have, you know, John Ridgeway. Fedarian Mathis, I'm not sure if he's going to make the roster. He's on the bubble right now, in my opinion. So he's going to have to show out if he wants to make this roster. But we'll see with him. But I am happy Jazon Newton is back, better than ever. Past his physical, was working hard to get back, you know, off the NFI list, recovering from the surgery. So it's good to see him back. Now, we did place Efe Obada on the physically unable to perform list because of the injury he suffered week 11 against the Giants last year. I'm pretty sure it was a knee injury, so he's still recovering from that. So hopefully, you know, he'll be good maybe in the next coming weeks, maybe by the first preseason game, but we shall see. And now let's talk about some stuff that happened in 7-on-7s, 11-on-11s, individual drills. Starting off, JP Finlay tweeted out, "No surprise, Tyler Biadasz snapping to Jayden Daniels in warm-ups." I think I saw that in some clips as well. Micah Dieter snapping to Marcus Mariota, kind of interesting, more like day 11, interesting, but still. So what he means by that is, you know, now you would maybe see Marcus Mariota taking the snaps from Tyler Biadasz, who is expected to be our starting center, and then Jayden Daniels taking snaps from Michael Dieter, who, you know, we could expect to be our backup center, but it's the opposite way around. But Marcus Mariota was taking first snaps in team drills. I think it was 11-on-11, 7-on-7s. I'm pretty sure it was 11-on-11s, but Zach Shelby didn't state that in his tweet. But yeah, he was taking the first snaps in team drills, but him and Jayden Daniels did split first team reps today and probably will for the next couple of days in training camp. Cornelius Lucas, he was a starter at left tackle today. That's pretty interesting. I said in my video, I want to say a couple days ago, my training camp preview, that it'll be interesting to see who starts at left tackle for us between Cornelius Lucas and Brandon Coleman. Lucas got to start today, but Coleman might get to start tomorrow, and then he might get to start the next day. So we shall see, you know, how we kind of give them both reps at the starting left tackle position to see who is better and who is ready to start at left tackle for us. Nice move, and this is a tweet by Zach Shelby. Nice move by Luke McCaffrey on a pass from Mariota. Made a defender miss, moving down the sideline to the red zone. So that's really good to hear. Luke McCaffrey made a couple nice plays in training camp today, day one. Jayden Daniels is reps, so obviously he got some reps too, obviously, with the first team. He was 3 for 4 and had a run, and he had a touchdown to Zach Ertz. Now, most of the work the guys did today was in the red zone. Dan Quinn even said that in his presser before practice, that most of the drills will come in the red zone because he kind of wants them. He doesn't want them to do like way too much before the pads come on, like obviously downfield, like stretched throughout the entire field. So, you know, he wants them to get most of the work done in the red zone, and then once the pads come on or in the next couple of days, then they'll, you know, work across the entire field. So I kind of like that right there. Let's see what else. Oh, and some quotes. Some things Dan Quinn said in his presser before practice start. He said, "On a rebuild, I'm not the best on patience. I'm just the opposite. Frankly, I want urgency." Says training camp is about competing at highest levels, and down the road is for down the road. So although we're kind of in a rebuild, Dan Quinn calls it a recalibration, and it's not a full rebuild, you could say. But we brought in a lot of guys this offseason through free agency and through the draft. We basically flipped this entire roster over, brought in like I said, a bunch of guys. So it's a recalibration. We're trying to win now, but at the same time, we know it's a process, and we gotta find pieces. We gotta fill holes. We gotta draft the right players. So we gotta build this roster, but at the same time, we're trying to win, which is basically what Dan Quinn said right there. Dan Quinn was asked about Zach Ertz, and he said, "quote The leadership for him, I thought it would be good, but it's been remarkable. He's not here to coach, but he has a presence, standards that others can emulate. In the passing game, he has a very good awareness, the nuances of a route." So yeah, basically what Dan Quinn is saying is Zach Ertz, he still got juice to his game, but he's not gonna directly coach players, but players like younger players like Ben Sinnott, John Bates, Cole Turner, Armani Rogers, they can learn from Zach Ertz, especially guys like Ben Sinnott and Cole Turner. They can especially learn, from Zach Ertz. And in Cole Turner's case, he's on the roster bubble, to be honest, because I feel like Zach Ertz, Ben Sinnott, John Bates, they are locks to make the roster. And if we keep 4 tight ends, it's going to be between Cole Turner and Armani Rogers. So they're going to be fighting for that last tight end spot. So, it would be good if they were to learn some stuff from Zach Ertz. Now back to some play stuff. Tweeted by Zach Shelby, touchdown for the offense. Casimir Allen makes a diving grab from Daniels. One play later, Bates powers forward for another touchdown. This was in the red zone, by the way. And then Jayden Daniels just threw a beautiful ball to Brian Robinson's outside shoulder for a touchdown in the red zone. That was reported by Nikki Jabal and some other people as well. And I'm pretty sure, I want to see if I can find the tweet here. Yeah, Ben Standing said, early fade for pass highlighted by the team Twitter account. Jayden Daniels tossed a perfectly placed 20-plus yard lob to Brian Robinson in the corner of the end zone. So it went for 20-plus yards. So, hey, man, Jayden Daniels, he was donning it up out there at training camp. I'm pretty sure, yeah, Zach Shelby said another touchdown from Daniels to Kaz Allen. Daniels is having an exceptional day. Daniels is having an exceptional start to camp. Just finished this team drill 4-for-4 with one handoff other than one PBU. He's been great, pretty flawless as well. So yeah, Jayden Daniels, he's been donning it up out there, throwing straight dimes, and I love to hear it. Obviously, he's going to have a couple of days where he struggles, but man, it's just good to see him, showing out there at camp, man. It really is. Now, moving on to post-practice press conferences, Terry McLaurin and Jonathan Allen had theirs. McLaurin said on the new commander staff and vibe, there's no favoritism. There's no, oh, you did this last year. You can feel that juice. So, yeah, coaches aren't favoriting anyone, sorry. They want guys to prove themselves, even if, even if the coaches know that, that guy is great, like Terry McLaurin and Jonathan Allen. They still want them to go out there and prove that they are great, that they are what they are. I absolutely love that. Terry McLaurin also says that Jayden Daniels has a natural feel for where to put the ball and is looking forward to build a rapport. So, Jayden Daniels, again, receiving huge praise from Terry McLaurin and other guys around the league as well. But Terry McLaurin absolutely loves Jayden Daniels. He always speaks highly on him, which is great. Having a veteran speak high on you as a rookie quarterback, that is absolutely amazing. Terry said he's normally a leader by example, but as time has gone on, he's learned to speak up and be a voice for his teammates. So we know that Terry McLaurin is, more of a quiet guy. He's a captain on this team, but he's a leader by example. But now he's starting to learn kind of how to speak up more and, be a voice for his teammates. So that is good to hear right there. John Allen addressed the media. He said that Dan Quinn brings a lot of energy and keeps everyone locked in. He also said that the team is really focused on the small stuff right now. It's nothing monumental, but he feels like spending more time on the minute details of his skills can help elevate his game, which is good to hear. And then he also said on the locker room vibe at the start of camp, a lot of guys with a lot to prove it. And he says, I love it. And I love that too. You know, guys wanted to prove it. Like, there's a lot of guys on this team that have to prove that they are worthy to, go out there and ball out, go out, make the roster. Like De'Ami Brown, Emmanuel Forbes, he has to prove that he can have a bounce back season. Same with Jahan Dotson. So there are a lot of guys on this team that have to prove that they can start at a certain position or make the roster or go out there and ball out. So I like both press conferences, Jonathan Allen's and Terry McLaurin's. And that is really it for day 1 of training camp. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave a like down below, subscribe, turn on notifications. I'm on the road to 4K subs. Like I said, if you could, hit that sub button. I really appreciate it. You don't want to miss a single video. So again, make sure to turn on those noties. I really appreciate it. And other than that, it's been King Sean, and I'm out. Peace.